Welcome, everybody, to Let's Talk Jurassic. It's me, Mr. DNA, coming to you live. I'm the host with the most, I guess. I don't know. This is just a Mr. DNA dancing stream, guys. I can barely see myself, and it's cracking me up. I hope you guys are digging this too, because I can't see anything else other than myself as Mr. DNA. Woo! You were wondering where I probably came from. Well, from your blood. Well, tonight, we're going to be talking about some of the most interesting Jurassic topics from around the world. Followed by a bunch of guests. We got a costume party here, guys, so let's go ahead and introduce a ton of people outside of those millions and millions of John Hammonds that I got stored in my basement due to a cloning error. I've got along a bunch of guests here, so let's go ahead and bring some people in. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Caleb, what's going on, dude?
Try to imagine yourself in the Cretaceous period, okay?
I'm trying. Is it working? Does it look like I'm from the Cretaceous period?
What's up, man? You look incredible.
Well, I hope so, because I can't tell.
You opted for the headphones. You opted for the headphones over the costume.
Yeah, I didn't really think that through exactly. I was like, oh no, I can't hear anybody. So here we are.
Incredible.
And here's the thing, though. I don't know. I can't see everybody, so I'm going to bring in somebody next. Who is this? Jurassic Dave, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Jurassic
Can you hear me?
Dave.
Hey.
I can hear you. I can't see you. Caleb, can you see him?
I can't see Jurassic Dave either.
I think I fell down a hill or something.
He fell down in the mud, maybe.
Let's see here.
Well, while you're trying to figure that out, we have somebody else that I can't see. Who's this? Oh!
Yes.
Bumpy. Hey, Brad. Hey, Bumpy and Ben. Oh, there goes Dave. Woo! Look at here, a dinosaur. How you doing, dude? It's good to have you here.
Yes, thank you. I'm not doing the Ben voice.
No,
It is way too much stress on the throat.
It is a lot of stress on the throat. You know what also is a lot of stress? Being inside a costume while you're talking nonstop. So
You look good.
Thank you so much. Right, I think Dave's back. There we go. We got Jurassic Dave back.
Hey, what's going on?
Yes.
You look incredible, all you guys.
Nedry, you look like you've been on the island for a long time.
I did, yeah. I've been on the island so long. I've grown a beard and I've lost my hair.
Oh. All right. So next up we have no clue. Who's this? Michael. I mean Owen. Sorry. Owen, come in. Owen, come in. I got a good idea for a new dinosaur ride. It's a velocicoaster. I can't hear you. Can anybody hear him?
Nope.
I can't hear you, Owen.
No, he's not there. Plug. This says you got to plug in your headphones. All right. Trying to see who's next. This is going swimmingly, everybody. I believe this is Kelsey. Kelsey, right? How you doing?
Hey.
Hi. Hey, everybody.
We got Claire in the house. I like Mr. DNA's hands are like raising the roof the whole time. I think. Is that the direction they're facing? So happy to have you here.
It's awesome to be here. Thanks for having me.
This is absurd. I see two more people and have zero clue who they are. So let's see. Who is this? I can't say. Is there anybody there? What's that?
This thing is so hot. It's so hot. I've been waiting. It's so hot.
Oh God!
Breathe,
yeah,
Tim. Breathe.
very
It's
hot.
hard.
It's very hot. We might have to rethink this in a few here.
I don't
So
want to pause Brad though. That looks really hot.
you ain't kidding. I had my glasses on, and then I put my costume on, and I was like, "Well, that's a bad idea. It's fogging up, and I can't see anything."
I also have
I
to
had
like eat the
contact.
screen in order to see anything.
It works. It works. All right. So we've got one more. It looks like. Who's this? Is this Colin Trevorrow? Who is this?
Oh yes.
Hey,
Hello,
is
Jurassic
this
people.
Jurassic Souls? What's
What's
going
up?
on?
Oh my gosh, I thank you for having me here. I love all of your costumes so much. It's great. Got Mr. DNA, Alan Grant, Claire, Ben, Owen, Dennis. Can't forget
The whole
T-Rex.
gang's here. The whole gang.
Yes.
So
I'm trying to do the Leonardo DiCaprio meme.
Like, it's here.
I see another Alan Grant.
I don't know how do I point with hands that are on my biceps? I don't know.
That's
Well,
amazing.
let's see. How many of you have had these costumes for a while now?
Not me.
A long
Just-
time.
Mine's super recent.
Like 6 years.
6
Amazing.
years. Dang, that's amazing.
This is
All
what
right,
I've had it for a while.
Yeah. Well, guess what? I put this together like literally today. I finished putting it
awesome.
together. I ran out of glue, and I was like, because I glued all these pieces together, and I didn't know, what to do. So I had to go to the store and finish up the glue. And literally, when I put it on for the stream, I was hoping that it looked okay because I did not test it out
I
before
like
that.
how headphones are floating. Your
Looks so
headphones
weird.
are floating above your head.
I feel like Mr. DNA's got a little bit of like magic to him, so like things would flow, right? Like,
Hey,
it kinda makes
Mr. Mr. DNA, more like Mr. DJ. Like that's what you look like.
sense.
Yeah.
Wicked. Where did I come from? From your blood. Well, Tim, you've got quite the collection there. How long have you had that mask? What is it? I can't
Whenever
even
it
see
came out at
it.
Walmart. It only took me 8 trips to Walmart to get one that I really liked.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
I know what you're talking about. They had those massive bins, right?
Yeah, it's official.
Yep.
It's legit. Looks just like the movie, right?
I love it. And I feel like we gotta go to Ben and Bumpy real quick here. So tell us a little bit about this Bumpy that you have. I'm sure the costume was a quick put together, but this Bumpy
Yeah.
is something else.
Ben was a last minute thing. They have a Goodwill like half a mile up the road. So I bought a tank top and a blue shirt that I cut up to make it, official. The Bumpy is a very big financial mistake.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, it's a super long story that I don't want to get into the full story here. We could do that another time. But basically, I ended up with a baby Bumpy puppet. And
So adorable.
Owen, you'll be really disappointed that I don't know if you could see, but I've got a blue over there. Yeah. I can.
Heck yeah.
Basically looks like I have a murdered velociraptor on my floor.
Wait,
but-
did Owen ever get his vocals figured out here? Is Owen?
He's still muted.
He's on mute.
He's on mute.
There we go. We work.
Oh, unmuted.
Yes.
All right.
He's here. What's up, Michael? How you doing? I just saw you the other day. Is he on mute again? I don't hear him.
I'm tapping out. tapping out.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Too hot. I'll put it here.
When you guys said Michael was muted, I'm like, I might have to tap out and just figure out what's going on here. But here we are. So I do want to talk about some fun stuff. I apologize to anybody in the chat. I can't see what's going on.
Yes, this is
So-
definitely the cast of Jurassic World Dominion. Buy your
Yes.
tickets now.
Yes, this is it. We're gonna have an amazing movie for you guys. Bumpy's gonna be in it, Mr. DNA, and we got the whole crew. It's gonna be great. And Tim's gonna run around and scare all the kids. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the sweeted version.
I'm just gonna be
so-
looking at Owen the whole time, like, what are you thinking? So
Yeah. What could go wrong? He may
There's
say.
nothing in there.
So I had reached out to people to see what kind of costumes people have worn before or are maybe wearing this year. I know previously I have done I did like 2 costumes one year. One year I was like, so I forget what the one thing was, but my alternative was Ian Malcolm. So I just basically had like like a black shirt, black pants, and like that's it. And everybody was like, "Who are you? You're just wearing normal clothes." And I'm like, "Can't you tell? I'm Ian Malcolm." Another year I was Muldoon, which I really love that one. I thought that was a pretty fun costume to put together. Does anybody else have any memorable costumes from the past?
When I was a kid, I had a homemade Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor costume with the quills,
wow.
which were like little felt wires attached to the head, and it was pretty fun.
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
Yeah, that is awesome. I have the Dilophosaur mask, but anytime I handle it, it like gets latex dust all over me, and I smell rubber for 3 days. It's not
Yeah.
anymore.
I think I might have that mask too.
That's legit.
I dressed up as Owen last year, and my girlfriend was Claire, and we went to the Museum of Natural History in New York City and hung out with dinosaurs. So it was fun.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the 2018 when Fallen Kingdom came out, I was Alan Grant. My wife dressed up as Ellie, and my kid, who was 2, was a little baby dinosaur we carried around, went trick-or-treating. Pretty fun.
Nice. Very nice.
I remember I went to like a costume like contest thing, and I was like, I don't think I was anything Jurassic, but I remember there being like a Velociraptor there, and I was so jealous because it was incredible. It was like back in the 90s, and I was like, I just want to be a Velociraptor. It's so amazing. It was huge and massive, and it was like a full body, but like one of those heads that you could like buy at the store in like the early 90s. But instead I put a bodysuit on and then put it on directly after I glued on the mouth, and it nearly passed out from the glue smell. So, I would highly suggest letting it sit for a little bit before you try anything like this.
I wore my Alan Grant costume to New York Comic Con in 2019, and some people knew what it was, but other people came up to me and thought I was Woody from Toy Story,
Oh, no.
which was just a little off. But yeah,
just a little bit.
All right, so I want to go ahead and showcase some.
For the longest time, when I would wear the Fallen Kingdom outfit of Owen, I would get people that would be like, "Oh, are you Nathan Drake?"
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Well, now you can pull it off. You've got a reason to do it again.
It was, yeah.
All right, so I want to pull up these costumes here. So I don't know how. Oh, we got all of us on the left there. So,
Oh, that's cool.
all right, I'm trying to see these costumes. Here we've got. Hey, look who it is!
Hey,
Nice. Yeah.
Got an Alan Grant there. All right. Oh, here's the thing. I definitely can't scroll.
oh,
I gotta find like the tab thing. Where is it? Oh no, that's not it. All right, I lost it. I don't know. All right, let's get out of there. Oh, there it is. I can't find it. You know what I had to do is I made the mouse so big so I could at least see where the mouse is. But now I can't see where the scrolly tab thingy is on the side of the page. So that is definitely well. All right, we'll do this later. Let's go to the let's go to the next thing. I want to talk about Camp Cretaceous. So we got this teaser that popped up the other day, and I want to know what everybody's thinking. So let's go down the list here. So I think you guys can see the same people on the left-hand side as I can. So I think Caleb's up at the top. Let's go down the list and talk about this teaser that popped up the other day. It's ominous. It's spooky looking. What do we think?
Yeah, everyone, the conversation is like, are we going to Isla Sorna? But then later in the tease, there's the desert thing. My hope right now is that it's both, that they go to Isla Sorna and then are rescued and taken somewhere else. But my favorite thing about this teaser is that there's the little Jurassic Park raptor musical motif at the beginning that carries through to the big musical part at the end. But yeah, I think that's on purpose. Raptors on Isla Sorna are a big thing, but also like if we were to go to the InGen desert facility where they were training and experimenting with raptors, like that's what that could mean too. But yeah, that's what I think. So
yeah, that would definitely be cool if they explored more of that Jurassic World Live plot point that they had there.
Yeah.
Wonder if we'll see the aftermath or the before of that, or of the events in the live show there.
Yeah, like get more of an explanation and more lore as to like who all was involved in that whole thing. That would be very cool.
Just give me Kate Walker played by Madison Embry again, please.
Who's next? Where did Brad go?
Brad Lee, are we the host now?
I think so.
Brad.
Okay.
Look at me. I'm the
I'm with
captain
you,
now.
Caleb. I hope we go to both places. I hope we go to Sorna for like half the season and then go to wherever that desert is. And if they can manage to tie it to the live show, that would be incredible. But
Yeah, that would be awesome.
that'd be awesome. But who knows? It's also
It'd be
like
really impressive.
if there's like another island, or like they retcon like one of the Cinco Muertes and make it a desert, I'd be okay with that. It'd be kind of cool.
Kind of like a sight-see thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Just those famous desert islands out in the middle of the ocean,
Yeah, I wanted it to be Sorna like so bad, and the teaser almost like is a little too on the nose, and I'm thinking maybe it's not Sorna. I would love to go there again, but also the idea of another island excites me. I'm hoping it's more than one location they go to in the season.
Yeah. The idea of like a terraformed desert biome on one of the islands is also a cool idea. If they were to do that, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, maybe like a big like biodome or something. Sort of like aviary too. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I heard Brad laugh when I played in the
Yeah,
background.
Brad's up there.
I'm here.
He's popping in and out.
Just trying
I'm
to
here.
figure out how to
I'm
use
here.
a mouse.
He's like
Yeah,
he's
that's
connecting
exactly.
lines of DNA while we all talk frantically, basically.
I'm trying to find I was trying to find my mouse for a second, and now I've got my mouse, so it's all good. I have like a second mouse that I put up 2 fingers, but you guys absolutely can't see them. Now I can scroll. But I like the idea of the biomes or things like that. Like I was thinking about if it is some weird like really futuristic thing, kind of like we saw in Kong Skull Island. I don't know if you all saw that or not, but there was an element of something like that in that movie where I was like, if they use something like that, that could be really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's worth noting too that the I got to bring toys into it. I got to bring toys into everything. The Mattel Spinosaurus, like it's when we first saw it, it was like, oh, that's like a desert Spinosaurus straight up. And the little Snap Squad is a little desert Spinosaurus. I mean, that they look like
That's true.
So it's like it kind of is coming, and you know, this show's gonna make a liar out of me. I was like, no, it's not from the show. It's not from the show. It's not from the show. And then it's like, oh, it's probably from the show.
Yeah, it's interesting that the box is Camp Cretaceous branded for that latest Spino, for sure.
Yeah. You know, I feel like the creators have always been trying to throw us off the scent because for years, you know, we've asked them, hey, what's going on with this thing? Why is this in a Camp Cretaceous box? And they're just like, yeah, I don't know what, you know, I'm not sure what happens over at Mattel's side of things. They just kind of slap things on there. So I've always been hesitant to expect, you know, things like the Spinosaur because it's in the packaging. But
yeah,
I you know, I think there's too much like context clues here to add up to, you know, them going to Sorna and us seeing the Spino and hopefully the Raptors. I know, Caleb, you brought up the Raptor theme because that was one of those first things for me where I heard that and I was like, this could either be like just them just kind of like saying, well, this is a cool motif, let's throw this in there. Or they could be like, this is actually going to be centering around raptors and it's going to have a major raptor theme. I could see it going either way as far as why they chose that. So hopefully it's for the reasons that we want it to be, for the raptors to be there. So
I so bad want wild raptors again. It's been, you know, since Jurassic Park 3. And I like the Jurassic World Raptors a lot, but if it would be wild ones also, that would just be so cool. And to get to see dinosaurs somewhere else, like possibly a desert, and it's not always the jungle, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Leo Bierenberg, who composed the music for Camp Cretaceous, I know that he's super aware of those Jurassic themes, even some of the more obscure ones. And so, like, and I don't know if he scored this little teaser. He shared it on social media, but you know, if it was him who had a little input on this teaser, then I would say maybe that raptor motif is pretty purposeful, but I don't know. So
I hope so. I hope it means that, well, it could mean a few things. It means that we're getting the Sorna raptors. I've always had this theory that like there's a baby raptor on the boat with them. So I feel like that it could be alluding to something like that, or could be alluding to like raptors in the Atacama Desert, you know, like we saw in Jurassic World Live Tour. So I'm hoping for honestly all of the above. Let's make it a very raptor centric season. That's good with me, along with the Spino.
Well, we know for sure we're definitely getting a raptor this season based on that one toy, that color pattern that keeps popping up.
Yeah.
The tan and brown. And then we also have that Troodon figure that was Camp Cretaceous branded as well. We haven't seen that yet. So.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. I
think if it was a baby raptor or like Blue's baby or something on the boat, that could create some interesting plot lines like into Dominion as far as like where that baby ends up.
Yeah.
But,
for sure.
What are the odds that they introduce another kid? I feel like that's pretty strong. Some sort of
I don't know.
What's his name from Jurassic Park 3? I'm sorry, I'm not good with my characters.
Eric.
Just like that sort of Eric situation, like Ben 2.0, like someone who's just been holding out by himself. I don't know. I feel like we could get a new a new like protagonist cast member in this season.
That could be pretty fun.
Fair.
That's an interesting thought. Yeah.
I wonder if, you know, like let's say like Manticore has like a ship, or they've got a base on Sorna or something like that for some odd reason. I could see like one of the kids tagged along, like Kelly Malcolm style, got a bag of candy and just like ate it all on the floor and nobody knew. Bumpy, where are you going to be in season 4? Do you know yet? Have you filmed your scenes?
Can you comment on it?
I had to sign an NDA.
Oh man, Bumpy signed an NDA.
How big do we think Bumpy's going to be in this next season? Like twice as big as the T-Rex this time, or?
I'm curious if
Yeah.
we see her at all. Since they're gone. I mean,
That's
if they're not going to go back.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
that's
unless
why
there's a
I'm hoping-
massive fast flash forward.
Sure. That's why I'm hoping that there's like a baby raptor on the boat, because it's like, hey, well, we had to get rid of Bumpy, for story reasons, can't bring her on the boat. So let's bring in another baby to kind of fill the void that we're
Very
missing.
fair. Yeah.
To
She's
fill the
very
void
upset by
of
this conversation.
Kelsey, do you
To fill-
watch Camp Cretaceous at all? Are you into the show?
I haven't watched it yet. I have to watch it.
It's very fun. I know a lot of people were hesitant about the show, and here we are. Well, it's only a year later. It seems like it's been forever, but it's a year later, several seasons later, and I'm so hooked, and I can't stop thinking about how it all ties into the lore in the show and the movies.
yeah.
I like how every season is so different. Some people like some people like others, but I feel like it lets the show really get more appeal, because some people didn't care for the first season at all but loved the second, or vice versa, or whatever. And I mean, they do different things with each season, which I think really helps kind of broaden the audience.
Yeah. If it ties into Dominion, I definitely have to watch it before the movie comes out.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, they've been teasing that for a while now, and if it is something that matters like that, that's pretty amazing, and that's a cool hook for people who haven't seen the show before to be like. And I'm sure Colin and crew will be out on the circuit saying like, oh, you got to check it out because it ties into the next film. I mean, they've already been saying it so much, so when the show actually hits, and then when Dominion hits, who knows what they're going to be saying about it.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how they're going to tie it to Dominion, other than it. Like if they do go to Isla Sorna, I hope that maybe there'd be a stronger tie. Like maybe they could have, maybe even show off like a new dinosaur that could potentially be in Dominion, or maybe they'll name drop Biosyn somewhere or something. I think something like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I've been wondering about that tie to the film, and I keep hoping that it's not something as simple as like just Isla Sorna. Like I think it would be great. By the way, I think it would be great to have it in the show and then show up in the movie and have some sort of tie there. But like, I hope it's something deeper than that. Like I don't expect them to bring up like Scorpius Rex or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I really don't know what it could be, but maybe it's the Atacama Desert if they actually do end up going to that desert InGen facility. I think that could be something that you definitely bring up in the movies.
Yeah.
I mean, my kind of thought, well, more hope, is that whatever they do in this season, and if there's a 5 before Dominion, there's somewhere that has a significant story for Dominion that they don't have to waste screen time in Dominion, since they're limited by the 2.5 hours or whatever he said he wants to keep it at. Where, you can go back and watch, 3 or 4 episodes of this show and it fills in whatever. So when you watch the movie, you're not completely missing it, but it makes way more sense if you see it. And I think, a month or so back, I mentioned the early original versions of Clone Wars where, it explained literally everything that happened between episodes 2 and 3. Why does Anakin have a scar? Why does Grievous, wheeze when he breathes? Like, if you watch Clone Wars, you figure it out. But if you start watching episode 3, like, they didn't look like that in, episode 2. So.
Yeah, I think that show did wonders for just making the whole prequel series like so much better, and it really like they're still mining from it today, which is awesome. So I just want Jurassic to have that faith in their other products, the TV shows, or what else is their book? The one book.
Motion graphic.
Have faith. Motion comic. Yeah, definitely.
Oh gosh.
Lots and lots of material to pull from. So hopefully, I want to talk about something with the films for a second because let me get rid of this. The films are not really known to be like horror films or anything like that. I know they have elements of horror, so I kind of want to talk about some of the the creepiest moments or the scariest, the most horror centric elements from the films. Caleb, you're up top again, so why don't you kick it off?
Oh man, horror centric moments. There was that popular YouTube video like a month ago about how Jurassic Park is actually a horror film, and I kind of agree with that. Like, the raptors in the kitchen moment is what comes to mind first. Like that when I watched Jurassic Park with my mom as a kid, she was like, "Oh, this scene is scary. Like it used to really creep me out as a kid, and it really scared me as a kid." And so that's the scene that immediately comes to mind for me. I'll let somebody else go while I think of another one.
Somebody disappeared, so let's skip over to Kelsey there. What do you think?
I feel like a lot of people do consider Jurassic Park like a horror franchise. I don't know why. It seems to always gain popularity again around Halloween, and people are like, "Oh, my Jurassic Park, horror cosplays." And I guess I don't know, people that die in it, like the lawyer in the restroom. I mean, that's kind of horrific. I would say that. I mean, they don't show a lot of blood, I guess, so it's not horror in that aspect. But I mean, as far as movies go back then, I feel like horror was kind of a popular genre.
Yeah, and that moment's fun because you it's like probably one of the first times, right, that you actually see somebody like really get it and get tossed
it gets real.
around.
It's like, oh no, these dinosaurs can kill people. Like this is real. It's not just a family fun park type of.
Yeah, and they don't pull any punches. It's pretty brutal to see them get tossed around like that. And even more so actually when you go over to the Lost World and you see Eddie get pulled out of the truck and then tossed in the air and split apart. It's just like, oh, that's so brutal. It's so brutal. So anytime a T-Rex is eating somebody, it's pretty horrific.
Yeah, definitely.
I was reading in the making of the Lost World book this morning about how Spielberg sort of like dialed Eddie Carr's death scene back because it was a little too in your face at first. And they were like we want to make sure we get the PG-13 rating and not like further. And so yeah.
And I feel like the Nedry death scene was good without them really like showing everything. Like they kind of left it up to your imagination, but still it was like a good death that I feel like
the car rocking back and forth while he screamed, that always terrified me as a kid. I was like, I don't know what's going on. It can't be good.
That's certainly the most like visceral death of that film, probably. So
yeah, and actually when you read the novel too, and that moment, it's like probably one of the most horrific moments in the book or the series or at all. Like just listening to this story about a guy's intestines spilling out and he's holding them in his hands. It's like that's hard. It is hard.
Yeah,
I was in grade school when I read that, and it was scary. It was really scary.
You're scarred. Now, Ben and Bumpy, I know we skipped over you. I think your video was off, but what are some of the...
I was moving over to Blue.
Oh, is it Blue now? I can't tell. All right, so Blue and you're still Ben, right? Yeah, okay. What are some horror elements that you dig from the franchise?
Everything with the Indoraptor at Lockwood. I mean, that's a horror movie all over, especially like the roof. The thunderstorm with the Scorpius Rex, the first time we see it in that absolutely, wow pose.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
and like
amazing.
that,
I was
and
going to bring that up.
it's awesome.
So good.
And I think I remember an interview right before season 3, or like right after it came out, where I think, you know, Colin said something like, you know, they had to edit down the sounds because, like, when they were, I think it was the first season, they were like, you can hear, you know, the Indominus crunching on a person and other stuff, and the screams that were let out. And he's like, that's way too terrifying for kids. So, like, even Camp Cretaceous, the sound editing was a lot worse, you know. And I thought they did a good job, a really, really good job, season 3 of that, like, you know, catering to the adult fans, while at the same time keeping it a kids show and not too scary for kids. Like, you know, my 4-year-old loves it, and he thought, you know, Sammy getting Scorpius Rex quill was the coolest part of the show. That was like his favorite episode. He's like, I like watching the sick green Sammy. So because she starts changing colors from getting poisoned and stuff. But yeah, that's, and I know they're both very similar animals, but the Indoraptor and the Scorpius both stand out as far as like horror to me.
Yeah. I think the Indoraptor is probably like, when you're talking about like a horror movie, it's as close to a horror movie as you can get, really. I mean, the full ending of that film is literally just like a Universal Monsters movie with the Indoraptor, you know? So many elements pulled from it, whether it's Dracula or, you know, Frankenstein itself. Like, that's, you know, the Indoraptor is essentially a monster put together. And what else? Wolfman is kind of like referenced in there with the howling at the moon. There's so many amazing like Universal monster moments in the end of that film. So definitely horror for me. Who's up next? We got Michael. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was gonna say Indoraptor too, because just how Nosferatu, like its claws and everything are. But just back to Camp Cretaceous season 1, they really pushed it for a kids show. The way the Indominus gets those kills, and I mean, they're off camera, but just that moment before it, though, I remember watching it the first time and I was like, yes, give me more.
Yeah.
And then we kind of revisit that in season 3, which is good.
Yeah. You know, you didn't bring up season 2, though. Season 2 has some really like dark themes with like the hunters and stuff like that. They're pretty brutal.
The severed
head.
head.
The head. It's a severed dinosaur head.
Yeah.
I do feel like season 2 kind of scaled it back a little bit. It was kind of the what is it? The comic relief season, in a way.
I could
compared
see that,
to the other 2.
To be fair, there weren't really any humans that could get eaten. So I mean, Mitch got eaten. They're not going to eat the kids.
Yeah. They both of them. Even that, you know, just picturing what happened to what's her name, Tiff, on the boat. You know, with the baryonyx got on there. Hey, yikes. Dave, what do you think?
First thing that comes to mind with for me is Ken Wheatley's death. It's so horrific. Like, I was watching that in the theater with my 4-year-old, and I looked over and I'm like, "Whoa, is this okay?" You know, any type of that body horror stuff like that. You know, it's exactly like what Grant said. You're alive when they begin to eat you. You'd have to watch something swallow your arm like that. And you know, even like Ray Arnold, even we didn't see it that too, just being like ripped apart. Like, it's just, you know, one of my worst fears, and to see that just gives me heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, that's a fair point. My kid's gonna be almost 5 when Dominion comes out, so I'm like, I guess I'm gonna take him there probably. Like, and I've showed him most of the films already, so we still haven't gotten through Fallen Kingdom, and I don't think we've seen the original sequels. So maybe we've just seen 2 films so far, and Camp Cretaceous. But that's an interesting thought about how scary it is for kids too. What about you? What about that for you, Tim?
I wanted to touch on Sam Jackson, Ray Arnold dying. Classic like Halloween trope with like the arm falling down on Ellie, like that's just classic. But no, the thing I want to talk about was horror during daylight. I think that's really hard to do. But in Jurassic World, when they go into the Indominus paddock, and it attacks, and they're looking behind them in the palms, and they're thrashing around, and you see this guy just getting like, it's terrifying because you can't even really see what's happening to him. You just know he's getting like torn apart, and it's broad daylight, and it's terrifying. And like even now, I swear I'm not being corny. Like even now when I watch that scene, I'm tensed up because I'm like, get out of there. It's like they did a good job with that.
Yeah. Yeah, and our order got messed up here, but Jurassic Souls, you didn't go yet, did you?
No. I don't know if it's really like horror, but I feel like it's got horror elements. In the Lost World, the sequence where you see the shadow of the bull T-Rex's head on the tent that Kelly and Sarah are in, and it kind of slowly kind of pushes its way in and creeps in on you. And it's like that really scary, intimate moment with like a person and a dinosaur where it's like you're way too close for comfort. It kind of reminds me in Fallen Kingdom with the Indoraptor's shadow being cast on the wall, and as it creeps into the room and gets closer and closer to Maisie, it's kind of creepy stuff like that that kind of gets me a little bit shook.
Yeah. So Jurassic Park 3. I don't think we gave it any love here, did we? Is there anything creepy about that? I think obviously the Pteranodon sequence.
Yeah, in the mist.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy because you've got that catwalk and the mist, and the Pteranodon comes straight through there. At the same time, I'm always laughing at Alan Grant in that sequence. I feel like he like kind of cracks me up a little bit there, but that moment is pretty good and pretty scary to see that thing come through. Outside of that, in Jurassic Park 3, I'm not thinking of.
You got Alan Grant's nightmare in the plane. That's pretty neat.
Alan, that's
Alan.
That's definitely scary in some way. Yeah.
I mean, it's a nightmare sequence.
It's like I don't know. There's also the like the laboratory bit where the raptor, that's a pretty horror centric thing where you'd see that a lot in a horror movie. It's kind of a trope where like the person will like stare at the thing and then realize it's real, and then it'll attack and stuff. So that's a pretty good one. And one thing I feel like a lot of people say, and maybe you guys agree, that the raptors in Jurassic World are not very scary. But for me, the moment where they've got the cameras on and then they turn on the InGen crew and they turn on Owen and Barry, I think that's pretty terrifying. Like the way that you can see all the attacks and you can see the raptors dragging people and attacking, and it's really awesome. And I know like these raptors are different. They're not like scary in the same sense as like, the Lost World ones or the Jurassic Park ones, but they've got this really, really like amazing sequence, and I love it so much. And I think there's a lot of horror elements in there.
Yeah, Barry in that log, it's like claustrophobic, and you just see Blue's eyes going after him. That's creepy.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot about that. How many people do you think Blue killed in that sequence?
I didn't teach her that.
Let's ask Blue.
That's a good question.
She says none.
I mean, they weren't like innocent people technically, but like
sure.
Blue's kind of like our friendly dinosaur, and she was probably just like ripping out throats for a few minutes there,
Probably. So I think I was having this conversation with Aaron, I think, on the Jurassic Wire. We were talking about B.D. Wong and some quotes that he had about maybe his character dying off or something like that, because from the book he dies, Dr. Wu. Yeah. So we're wondering about Jurassic World Dominion and if he goes that same kind of similar direction. And I think Aaron was posing it like, hey, do you think Blue would kill Dr. Henry Wu? And I couldn't see it. Like personally, I couldn't see Blue being like a murderer like that. like you're talking about, Tim. It's like, yeah, Blue probably killed a bunch of people in that sequence, but I never really think of it that way. I think
they got stuffed animals to sell. They can't show that on screen.
Yeah.
It would be poetic justice, though.
It would be poetic justice.
I don't think I could see it unless they put Wu in the position to do something morally wrong, where it would make Blue perceived to be in the right, I think is the only way they would probably do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she like turns around a cliff and knocks him off with her tail on accident or something. It's like, it wasn't really her fault, you know.
Yeah.
Oops. I definitely see it being something else, you know, definitely killing. I'm assuming that he's going to bow out in this next film. You know, maybe they flip the script and they change it up and he survives for some reason. But I think after all this time and all the morality issues that he's had over these you know many years, I feel like it's probably time. But I definitely don't see Blue being the person doing it in this situation.
Hey,
What
Brad,
if
can you
it's
let
the
Caleb back
glorious
there?
return of the Dilophosaurus?
Mm.
You just hear the chirping off screen, and then he turns around and gets it there. I
Don't
feel
get
like
me.
people would be pretty satisfied. We
Yeah.
get that dinosaur to return.
Yeah. Sorry, Caleb. I
Oh, no worries.
just noticed you on the bottom, and then you guys let me know. But yeah,
As Alan Grant would say, I hate computers. So
you would think
Thank-
with all these thinking machines and supercomputers that we could get this thing figured out, but nope. Did you go already, Caleb? I think you did, right? Oh wait, what are we talking? No, we're talking about something else. We talked about Dr. Henry Wu, and if we think like Blue would kill Dr. Henry Wu. Do you see that like going that direction at all?
I don't know. Like him being killed by one of his creations seems appropriate. But
Sure,
like
yeah.
I don't know.
Does that
but I don't
include
know if it's
Maisie?
gonna be.
Wow.
Maisie wields a lot of power. She let all the dinosaurs out. Like she could like inform the death somehow, like tell the dinosaur who to target or something. I mean, I don't know. But like I don't think it'll be Blue. I hope it's like Compies or a Dilophosaurus or something. But
Yeah, like an adult Dilophosaurus would be like the ultimate goal. That would be pretty awesome. I
Yeah.
would really dig that.
Or he just gets stepped on like Carter or something.
I feel like Henry Wu has to be like somebody that goes out in pretty good style. Some people just go out really, really quick, like Carter. You know, he just gets stepped on and then stepped on and then stepped on. Wheatley has a pretty good one. Mills is kind of like, he's just kind of like thrown to the side. It's like nothing really all that dramatic. I mean, it's very similar to Eddie, but Eddie's is way cooler. So I hope it's something good and like there's a decent amount of time spent on it and it's dramatic and we actually feel something from it,
His comments lately in a bunch of interviews make me think that they have done him well. Like
yeah.
As far as like doing justice to how it is in the book, like I don't know. I get that vibe from the things he said. So
yeah, because he was speaking about how he was basically like disregarded in Jurassic Park, and I mean that's true. They didn't necessarily like give him any time of day in that movie. They're just like, well, there's a scientist, and he did all this, he made it all possible, and then we'll never see him again. That's it. You get 5 minutes of screen time, if that. So hopefully, yeah, it sounds like he's satisfied, and he seems to be hinting at conclusions and stuff like that. So whether it's a happy ending, I don't know, but I doubt it.
Maybe he just writes a book about everything he learned and how he's changed his mind.
I feel like I hope maybe it's something similar to the book where he sort of, it's unavoidable, where like maybe he has some change of heart and realizes he's done some bad things and that happens, but then like he ends up getting trapped somewhere and can't get away from a pack of raptors or something. So
Yeah. And so somebody mentioned, his own creation. Because we've heard from like Colin that like other companies, and he said this for years, that like other companies are probably going to get out there and do their thing. So I'm assuming, there's probably going to be a lot of dinosaurs that are not gen dinosaurs. So is it less cool like to have like some other random dinosaur kill him, or should it be poetic like you guys are saying? Like, should it be poetic and be his creature, something he designed and created? Or is everything an extension of his work, technically?
I think like if Dr. Wu's death isn't poetic, then Dodgson, if he perishes, that it will be poetic. Like if Dodgson was to get killed by a Dilophosaurus after Nedry did, like that would be pretty poetic and cool. But
that would be amazing. Yeah, I actually never put like that parallel together. That would be really, really cool because he was responsible basically for Nedry, and that would be awesome. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah,
it would be pretty cool maybe if he meets another geneticist or something from Biosyn who's like, oh, you're the Dr. Wu I've always looked up to, and you've inspired my work or something, and shows him his creations, and Wu's like, what have you done? Realizes his mistake. Maybe one of those dinosaurs kills him. That could be something.
Well, I mean, I think in the novel, in the Lost World novel, I might be wrong. I think Biosyn had their own like paleontologists and their own biologists, so it wouldn't be out of the realms of possibility that we meet like a geneticist that works for Biosyn. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's a neat idea.
Yeah. I've always seen like other companies as just like failures in a way, so it'll be interesting to see like how Biosyn is presented, and if other geneticists or whoever works at the company is like good at their job, and if they know what they're doing, or was Wu recruited again, and does he somehow work over there now?
Yeah.
I just can't stop thinking about that big vat of tea he has. It just looks so good in Jurassic World. That big golden.
Yeah.
It's
very amber colored, right?
It's iconic.
So since I have a mouse, man, I'm so happy I made this pointer extremely big. Let me bring up the website again here. Just bear with me. Gotta see if I can
watch you look around.
My eyes are like right in here somewhere, so I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing, but like in between the eyes and the mouth. All right, so let me add this website back in. All right, so we did see the first costume. Oh my gosh, this mouse is horrible. Let's go slow. Look at this. That's pretty awesome.
That's very
nice.
I love it. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, going the wrong way. Is that Dave?
Yeah.
Good old Dave.
Speaking of them, like I want to see Dave and Roxy again. Come on.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Like for how good the show is, there's a few like lingering questions about like where are Dave and Roxy and why have they not come to help, and where are these parents, and why is like literally nobody helping? So maybe it's up to Dave and Roxy. Who knows?
Dave and Roxy spinoff series confirmed.
Do it, please.
I'd watch that.
I just want to hear Dave's mixtape, to be honest. I think like music.
They should release it. Like a full cut of it.
They absolutely should. All right, so here's this one. Let's see, what's this? Hey, Brent.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's perfect.
That's great.
I like the badge. He's got a badge on there, right? Yeah. That's awesome. All right, let's see.
They also left us hanging with who received the SOS signal.
Yeah.
Yeah. What season was that? Season 2 or 3?
Yeah, that was
it
season
was like
2,
the first or second episode of season 2.
True.
Yeah. That's a fair point. I feel like a lot of those kinds of threads will be picked up with like Manicore, because there's been nothing when it comes to Manicore, like we just have a few mentions and a few drones that pop in. So I hope like maybe Manicore is the one that have been behind a lot of stuff like this and intercepting signals, and maybe they're a big part of season 4. Oh, scrolling the wrong way. This scrolling thing. I'm using a mouse with one of those like middle scroller things, and it's literally not going any of the ways. Go up, go up. No, go up. Oh my gosh. Well, Alan Grant. Let's see. What's this? Hey, it's John Hammond.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's awesome.
And we got Dennis Nedry.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we've got Alan
Yeah.
killing it. And we got Ian.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
The flare.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's a great
that's
use
good.
of the super colossal T-Rex.
That's awesome.
Yes. The coloring is fantastic. And then the leg
Wow.
cap. That's really good.
Fantastic.
Great work.
All right, where am I clicking here? What's this? Oh, is this
That's a good Muldoon.
It's Jurassic
The
Park.
shorts
man.
aren't short enough.
Jurassic Park man. All right.
Jurassic Park man? Heck. Amazing.
That's a
Fantastic.
great
I
costume.
love it.
yeah. Great socks.
Great socks.
I love the socks.
We should get Kelsey and Michael to talk a little bit about like what it's like to cosplay in the theme parks, like outside of silly times like this. What's it like to do that more often than the most of us here?
It's fun. The couple times that we've gotten to go together, I know Michael goes a lot more than I do, but a lot of the kids get really excited. Like we'll be walking through Camp Jurassic, which is like one of the little kid areas in Universal Studios, and the kids will just be like in awe, like, "Oh my god, I know that!" Like that's
Yeah.
Owen. Oh my god, it's adorable. It's a lot of fun.
And then
What do you
just
think?
the opportunities that have both opened for both of us have been fantastic as well. Definitely met a lot of great new friends that way, and just getting more creative with it. Honestly, do we want to talk about the Christmas shoot?
Sure.
Ooh.
Okay, so we got a Christmas photo shoot planned. I don't want to go into too many details, but we're trying to do some modifications to the regular costumes, get some props that are significant to each other's character, embellish on top of that. I will be making a ugly Mr. DNA Velocicoaster Christmas sweater.
Who you calling?
I just saw the pom poms at Hobby Lobby one day, and I was like, "This is gonna happen."
I'm very excited.
And if you excuse me just a moment, my
Oh.
computer's about to die. I'm gonna go grab the
Oh
cord.
no!
I'll be right.
I was hanging out with Michael the other day down at the parks, and he was telling me a lot of details about this photo shoot. So I can't wait.
Be a
And
good
yeah, and I think he was saying to me like it's not often that you see like a Christmas themed photo shoot with Jurassic World characters and stuff like that.
Right.
And to be honest, I feel like it's a good horror film and stuff like that. Like it's good for Halloween time, but it's also pretty good around the holidays. And I like, Thanksgiving, it feels like a good time. Christmas feels like a good time. So I think it's going to be perfect. And I really can't wait to see what comes from that photo shoot, whatever it may be.
I
A lot
did
of fun.
try
Yeah.
Googling like holiday themed Claire and Owen or Jurassic Park stuff in general, and there's
Yeah.
literally nothing. So, nothing to draw inspiration from. So it's definitely two different things that don't exactly go together, but it'll be fun for sure.
Yeah, you guys will have the market all to yourself, and I'm thinking
We're setting the bar. We gotta set it.
Yeah. Now there's going to be a lot of photo shoots after this, but
Right.
it's going to be exciting and a very cool use of the parks and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
Michael, did you get your computer fixed?
Yes, I did.
I got to use my eyes and look really close. Hold on.
I'll always remember that first Jurassic World trailer coming out around Thanksgiving. Like
Mhm.
Thanksgiving always brings up that memory. So
You know, that trailer is like really special to me because when I first watched it, I didn't think it was real within the first few seconds because I wasn't aware it was even happening. I wasn't like in the loop at the time. I didn't even know that there was like a previous teaser. But when it hit me, when I figured out that there was going to be a Jurassic Park 4, Jurassic World, it was just so special. It was like I
oh yeah.
broke down on the spot. It's just like it's happening. Jurassic is back.
Jurassic is back. Do we think we're gonna get another Thanksgiving surprise this year? Do you think it's gonna happen? Or do you,
Hopefully.
I think
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is a good time. That's when the Comic-Con special edition San Diego Comic-Con is happening. Is that weekend after Thanksgiving? So like I think that would be like a great time to release the trailer when all that's going on. So
I like a good Super Bowl trailer reveal. I always remember
Yeah.
Lost World trailer coming on the Super Bowl and being like, what? Like, I was totally blown away because that was 1996. Or
Yeah.
whatever. That was before you really got into the hype train. So
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, I feel like that's like a definite. Like for sure, we're definitely gonna get a Super Bowl trailer. So I just hope we
Yeah.
get something earlier. I feel like from here on out, like things are gonna start to get really crazy, and there's gonna be a lot of stuff. I mean, we've got we have what do we have? Jurassic World Aftermath Part 2 just came out. We've got Evolution 2 coming fairly soon. Right after that, you've got Camp Cretaceous Season 4 and teasers and all kinds of stuff in the middle of all this. It's going to be fairly wild, and I'm looking forward to covering it all in my Mr. DNA costume the entire time. I'm never taking it off ever again, I think. I've been just sitting here like dancing and waving my arms this whole time. It probably looks really absurd, but I feel like I got to get into character, you know?
When we're all done, go into your kid's bedroom and just hover until they wake up.
I'm in your blood.
Your blood.
Oh, Mr. DNA, where'd you come from? From your blood. Like, it's literally real dark with it.
Oh my
It really
God.
is a horror movie.
Sorry, Link. Sorry.
I'm removing the hateful troll from the comments as we speak. Sorry about that, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
I've got to take a picture of you without the special effects on. That's what I really want to see.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to. I don't know if I can use my phone like this. No, I don't think I. No.
But
I
can you
can't.
like turn it off for a second? I just
Yeah,
got.
you could turn off green screen.
Oh yeah. Oh, come on. You want to do me like that? Let's see.
Don't ruin the magic, guys.
I want to be able to get it back on. Okay, all right, ready? Let's see. Ah!
Oh!
Horrifying! This is me. This is what I've been doing this whole time. It's just going like this.
I gotta get a picture of that.
I think hopefully that's it.
That probably would terrify your kid, by the way.
Yeah. You know, I initially the concept was like just get like a black bodysuit, and then I was like, maybe I should get the green one, and I just kind of bought it on a whim, hoping it would work with my green screen and everything, and all the colors would match. Tim, you doing all right in there? You gonna be all right?
I settled down a little bit. It's not so sweaty, so.
Let's see, what time is it here? Because I have to record it again after this. So, all right. Oh, no, we got some time. But you know, what's everybody been up to Halloween wise? Do you have any final Halloween festivities or anything else going on? I know I'm excited for Halloween. Hopefully it's a good trick-or-treating day. What is it? A Sunday? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's everybody? Let's go start at the top, and I think we've got Blue. What's up, Blue? What are you doing? Are you gonna?
Yeah, I mean, my son is pretty much the same age as yours, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be family, trick or treating. Hopefully, a lot more exciting than last year was. But my neighborhood does this little bike parade at the playground, so we'll do that. And I'm thinking, as long as the weather's good, I'm thinking of taking this up there, and I'll walk around as Blue. I'm just afraid I'll scare kids. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I haven't
possible.
had a lot of time to practice though, because it's been rainy so much here.
Oh no. You know, I have the blow up blue suit. And I typically will wear that around the neighborhood as we're walking around and I'm pushing a stroller or whatnot. And all the kids always love it, but every now and then there's one that's like absolutely terrified. And I just have to like pop my head out and be like, no, it's just me. I'm okay. Don't be scared. So I imagine with that one, you might scare the kids. You might give the parents nightmares. That's good.
There we go.
Oh, he said the thing.
Well, looky here. All right, so what's up, Dave? What do you got?
Let's see. Actually, tomorrow I am helping my wife do a Jurassic themed trunk or treat for my kids' preschool.
Yes.
So I'm gonna throw
Nice.
some super colossals and brachiosaurs in the back of the trunk and hand out candy. It's gonna be fun.
Are you gonna put the candy inside the super colossals and they?
That's a good idea. Just have
fancy.
Blue and Rexy just barf it all up into their little bags.
Yes. Tim, you're over there next, I think, right?
Yeah, we'll be trick or treating, but I'm big on my my yard display. We got kind of a haunted mansion theme out there.
Oh,
It's pretty
yes.
cool. I always blast the soundtrack and like a little Bose speaker in the front yard, and nobody will walk
Dude.
up the front sidewalk because it's too scary. But that's kind of what I go for. Because when I was a kid, I was like, the houses that really scared you, and then you like still went up the steps. Like that's kind of what I'm going for. So should be fun.
I love it, dude. I do the
That's
exact
great.
same thing. I put a speaker out and I play the Haunted Mansion, and I'll play like the whole ride, or at times, and then I'll switch off and play some other stuff. But
Yeah.
I love doing that as well. And I like creating a creepy vibe where kids are never sure if they should walk all the way up there.
Exactly.
Kelsey, what's up? What do you got going on?
So on Halloween, I'm going to actually be driving to Orlando. I'm part of a group called Costumers with a Cause, and we do charity events around like Central Florida. So I'm going to be going to a place called Main Event that's kind of like an arcade. And
Yeah, I've been there.
we're going to be like giving out candy to kids. And I'm actually going to be dressed as Black Widow, which is the costume I'm usually in. So that should be fun.
Yes. Yeah, I've seen the pictures. It's fantastic. And that sounds awesome. That sounds like a cool thing. I went to Main Event for the first time back in June, and I was kind of blown away by it. I was like, man, this is an arcade done right. Like,
there's a lot of stuff there, and it's like a lot of people don't know about it, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we were able to bring home like so many prizes from that arcade, but like up here in Jersey, it's like they're very stingy, and you can just take home a piece of candy, and that's all.
Oh man.
Michael, what do you got going on?
I'll be at Halloween Horror Nights, just running through the house this one last time with the Thrill Geek crew.
Yes. Say hi to all of them for me. Say hi to Emily.
I will.
I miss it. I miss it already. Being home for a few days, I wish I was back there, and I would definitely not wear this, but I wish I was there right alongside you guys. It'd be terrifying. Imagine seeing this just walk the green one just walk around. Jurassic Souls, what do you got going on?
Well, I'm probably going to carve a Jurassic Park themed pumpkin if I can, turn on some good horror movies. I live on a pretty busy street, so hopefully we get some trick-or-treaters this year.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's always something that I never know is if it's going to happen or not. Like our street has plenty of kids around, and there's plenty of avenues to walk around, but like I feel like we don't get a ton. And I always buy way too much candy, which I guess is a good thing because then I can eat it all.
Yeah.
Caleb, what do you got going on?
So we're actually hosting a little Halloween party, my girlfriend and I, with a few people. So some Jurassic community member people are going to be there, I think. This is my like Jurassic dress up day because I have a Marvel costume for Saturday night, actually.
Oh,
Um,
do you want to
Which-
reveal it, or is it a secret?
I'm gonna let it remain a secret for now.
Okay.
But it's inspired by some recent Marvel things. And then Sunday, just because we have the party on Saturday, like Sunday, I don't know, like maybe we'll dress up again and go trick or treating or something. So yeah,
Do it. Yeah. Well, I don't know what we've got going on, but we're just probably going to be hitting the streets and doing some trick or treating. But that's it. I mean, we just got through Halloween Horror Nights and did so much stuff down there. So I'm not Halloweened out yet. I love it and I don't ever want it to end. But it's starting to get real now. I was at Target today and I bought Christmas stuff today and I felt like I was betraying the holiday. And but it was at least dinosaur ornament for the tree. So heads up, guys. There's little like plushy felt,
Ooh.
dinosaurs for the tree, and there's also like a bunch of like gold ones that you can buy too.
They moved on from the Halloween directions at Target so fast.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah, they did.
was Christmas decorations like a week ago already. It's like let us have Halloween a little longer. But
yeah. Well, I want to thank every one of you for joining in and having a good time tonight with the costume party. And this all came together last second. I kind of asked everybody last second, so thank you. I would clap with my hands if I could. This is kind of hard. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for joining in and showing off your cosplay / costumes. It's awesome, and everybody keep up what you're doing. And I'm so glad we got new people on here for the first time, so that's really awesome. And thank you so much to everybody that's been in the chat. I don't know what's been happening. I'm gonna have to go back and watch on the replay, and I'll be sure to comment on everybody. And if you have something you wanted to say, please leave a comment below, and I'll definitely respond to it. But this has been fun. Maybe next year I'll pick a costume where I can see. That would be good. But everybody, and this is all due to the chat, to be honest. It's due to the chat for making this dream come true and using the super chat and making it all possible. So we're here. It finally happened. I hope everybody enjoyed our little costume party here. It's been fun. And I luckily didn't have to do the Ben cosplay. So thank you so much for taking care of that for me. That's always the one where I was like, I'll do the Mr. DNA, but Ben, I don't know, because then I'm gonna have to do the voice the whole night and everything. At least I thought about maybe doing the whole Mr. DNA thing the whole night, but I'm like, that'll be absurd. I don't know if I can pull it off the whole time. But
do your kids make you do voices? Like, I can't talk as myself when I'm playing with my son. I have to be whatever toy I'm playing with. So I've grown so much. Yeah, I have British accents, Australian accents. I've got all sorts of accents now.
Yes. I mean, mine is mostly I have to do Beetlejuice. That's it. Like I have to do Beetlejuice the whole time. But yes, constant accents over here, and I love it. I love it. It's literally exactly what you get on a live stream where I'm always doing impressions and accents and stuff like that. So, So anyway, thank you to everybody for watching and all that. If you guys have anything that you want to promote or share, please let us know. If you want to go through, you can just say goodbye or just tell us where to find you online. Start over here. This one.
Am I first?
Yeah.
Nothing to promote yet, but something coming soon. I shared a little teaser a few days ago. You can I changed my name, so I'm Cretaceous Dave.
Yeah.
You can take a look. I shared a little teaser, something I'm going to be doing. Some of you may have already found out about that. I've
I'm excited.
chatted with you about. But otherwise that's me on Twitter, Instagram. That's probably it. I don't even know what TikTok is. I'm too old. So
sorry, Dave. I just realized you were
Some camera problems.
Michael, where can everybody find you online?
You
And
can
if
find
there's anything
me
going
on Twitter at Michael Corelli. That's going to be all the theme park, day-to-day nonsense, and Instagram, same name, but the Jurassic focused account is going to be Jurassic_yearbook.
Awesome. Jurassic Souls, what's up? Let us know. Got anything going on, and where can we find you?
Nothing to promote, but you could find me over on Twitter at Jurassic Souls, where I just like to talk and share anything really Jurassic, spread some Jurassic love.
Well, where's the Dominion trailer? You know when it's coming still, right? Is it still a thing you know?
Oh,
When's it happening?
I don't think I could talk about that just yet.
Mr. Collect Jurassic, what do you got going on? What do you want to promote?
Collect Jurassic. If you like Jurassic toys, you should follow me.
No one here does. It's fine.
On all the things. But happy Halloween. This was super fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, man. Kelsey, what's up? What do you got? I know you promoted your thing at, whatever. I forgot what the place is called already. But promote it again so I remember, and tell us where to find you.
Oh, the main event thing.
Main event. Yeah, they were there. I knew it was something.
Anybody local to Orlando, we're Costumers with a Cause is going to be at Main Event on International Drive on Sunday. I believe it is free, but you have to register online. Details, just go look up Costumers with a Cause on Facebook, and they have all the details on there. I just cosplay. I don't really have anything else to promote personally. So if you're interested in following my cosplay stuff, all my I'm on Instagram and TikTok. My name is Black Widow Cause, just like my username on here. No space.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you want to talk about Jurassic, come on down. I'll be a normal human next time. Caleb, what's up?
Yeah, this was so much fun. I'm at Caleb Composed on all the things. You can hear my music and stuff over there. I'm actually about to launch a YouTube channel with some toy unboxings and Jurassic stuff and vlogs about working at Universal Studios and all kinds of other stuff. It's under my name, Caleb Burnett, but also it's going to be called Jurassic Caleb. And so go check that out on YouTube. Hit subscribe.
Nice.
Yeah, my first unboxing video is going to be on November 12th. So yeah.
Yes. When I went, because I wanted to make you a moderator for this since I couldn't see anything, and I went to your page and I was like, wait, when did this happen?
Yeah. So yeah, Jurassic Caleb, hit subscribe and check out some videos coming soon.
Awesome. And last but not least, Dave, what's going on? Jurassic
Hey,
Dave.
thanks for letting me hop on this, Brad. This is a lot of fun tonight.
Problem.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Jurassic Dave 93. I just like to post pictures of toys and anything Jurassic that makes me happy. And anybody wants to chat it up on any of the socials or something, I'll be happy to talk with anyone about Jurassic Park or other things. But a lot of fun tonight. Thank you.
Thank you for being here, each and every one of you. It's been fun, and I wish I could see all of you much better, but I'll be sure to watch back and see what's going on. But I'm putting my hands together in praise. Thank you so much. It's been fun, and I got to find the outro video, so it's around here somewhere. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you in the chat, everybody. Be sure to go to JurassicParkPodcast.com, find all of our stuff over there, and follow us over on Twitter at Jurassic Park Pod. I'm at Brad Jost on Twitter. Thank you so much. I'm gonna wave. Bye. I got my
Thank you.
hat on. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.